Andy, just want to start with your overview first of all, please.
Yeah, disappointed with our ball control tonight. Leigh are a very, very dangerous attacking team, and we gifted them far too much good ball field position through poor errors coming out of our own end. We previewed all week about the ferocity that they've got in terms of their line speed, and we needed to play with better shape and better support to try and negate that. But when we made those errors, we ended up falling into the trap from probably a few weeks ago, where we ended up going one out and it just played right into their hands, and they was able to dominate field position, and that really hurt us. I thought the first 15-20 minutes, we turned away some really good shift that they put on, and they play a real expansive brand, and they're very slick in their inform. And I thought defensively we did a really good job that first 20 minutes, but we didn't learn our lessons. We continued to turn over cheap ball coming out of yardage, and it gifted them field position. And then the amount of defending that we'd done in those first 20 minutes started to, cause us some problems from a fatigue point of view, and a couple of poor efforts and a poor reads. So some big lessons for us to learn. They're a very good team, and they're in good form at the minute. So there's some stuff that we need to do a lot better.
Looked like there were some forward passes for the first two tries. Have you looked back on the video?
Yeah, I thought the first one was a dubious one. I look back on the video, the angle that we've got, it could have quite easily been called forward. And the first score in any game is significant. So that's a disappointing one that we haven't got. But there was a couple of line balls. Probably they'll argue that there were some line balls. What we got away with. So not going to be so critical of that. You've got to make your own look, and I just didn't think we did enough. In terms of getting into that ground and going set for set and trying to earn the right to get field position, and that's the biggest lesson to learn. We did that really well against St Helens last week. We were dominated field position wise, but we got to the end of our sets, kicked long, and tried to work our way into the game. Tonight we just didn't. We made too many unforced errors, and that was disappointing.
But was there any point in the game tonight where you thought you had enough?
It's a strange one. I think it was 22 points to 16, and Gareth O'Brien dropped the ball, and there was some hesitation that it was a knock-on, which was a bit of a strange call. And then the referee, unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, plucks Kane Robb for not putting his head in the back of the scrum. So that's one of those calls that you probably won't see again this year. But it had a big momentum shift with regards to the outcome of the game. So yeah, that was disappointing.
Do you know what's happened at Bellevue tonight?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they've won in Golden Point. So Sam's just told me coming across. So yeah.
Obviously, it ratchets up the pressure, doesn't it? Do you feel you've got a group here and now that can withstand that pressure?
We've got to. This is a group that we've got. We're in the position because of elements of our performance haven't been good enough, and aspects of some of the individuals that have gone out and played haven't quite found their best form. We went into this game with a real positive mindset. There was a good vibe and energy around the place. It's my job to get that positivity and vibe back into the place. Starting tomorrow, we'll have a good look at it on review, and then you've got to bounce into work on Monday. We're the ones that have put ourselves in the position. We're the ones who's going to get ourselves out of it. So it'll be all guns blazing, ready to go to Hull FC on Saturday week.
I'm sure you knew, you weren't safe before now, but with Wakefield just 2 points behind you, it's a proper relegation scrap now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, definitely. There's 9 games to go. So we're right in it, and we've got to focus on what we can do well and do better, and make sure that we take care of our own performance and not look too much at anybody else. If we perform like we know that we can, and we improve ball control and stiffen up a little bit defensively, we know that we can beat teams. We've just gone toe to toe with the form team in the competition, for long periods, and turned over a little bit cheap ball. I think if we had a little bit more possession, we showed that we could post points against them. So that's what we're in control of. Making sure that we're squeaky clean with that carry and play the ball, and making sure that our passes hit the mark, and all the fundamentals of the game. We need to make sure that we're doing better than we did tonight.
How did Jordan Johnston do in his debut, do you think?
Yeah, he did okay. It's a step up from obviously what he's been playing. Played a good, I think it was about 55 minutes. and his service was good, defended okay. He'll get better, you know, for more reps on the training field with his team. And you know, Kane came off the bench and gave us some good energy. We weren't able to, you know, see what Kane's all about because we didn't have enough ball, but I thought he defended well tonight. He hunted hard and got with some good kick pressures and some good contacts. So, you know, they'll be better for us moving forward. But, you know, it was a disappointing night tonight. Disappointed with the result and aspects of the performance, but got to dust ourselves down and get ready to go again for next week.
Your other Jordan looked like he had a finger that wouldn't go back in.
Yeah, Jordan Turner looks like he's dislocated a thumb. We missed Jordan. His big carries out of backfield. You know, he'd have helped us, you know, just to bend the line back a little bit against Leigh. You know, big body and he's a strong ball carrier, and we missed that that presence, that physical presence, you know, in the backfield with Jordan being off. So, you know, I'm not sure what the diagnosis will be there.